What's the first thing you do when you wake up? Do you hit snooze, roll over, and go back to sleep, or do you rise with purpose, ready to take on the world? The truth is, those first few moments of the day set the tone for everything that follows. But far too many of us let those precious minutes slip by, wasting them in a fog of hesitation and self-doubt. If you're tired of feeling stuck, like you're trapped in the same cycle of frustration and unfulfilled potential, this message is for you. Your mornings matter more than you think. What you do in the first few minutes after waking up will either fuel your success or feed your failure. And I know that's hard to hear, but it's the truth. Here's the good news: it doesn't have to be complicated. You don't need a fancy routine, a $1 million planner, or a long list of things to do. You just need 5 minutes. Yes, 5 minutes to change your mindset, reset your day, and create momentum that will carry you through any challenge life throws at you. You have the power to change your mornings, and in doing so, change your life. But it all starts with a choice. You can continue letting your mornings slip away, or you can take control. The choice is yours: transform or stay stuck. The clock is ticking. What are you going to do with the next 5 minutes of your life? Your morning determines your altitude. Think of it like this. Imagine you're a rocket about to launch into space. What happens in the first few seconds is what sets the course for the entire mission. If the launch is off, the rest of the journey will be too. Your morning is no different. The first moments after you wake up are crucial. They shape everything that follows. How you start your day sets the tone for the next 24 hours. If you wake up late, sluggish, and unprepared, that feeling sticks with you. But if you wake up with purpose, with intention, you can change everything. The power is in those first moments, the moments where you decide to either stay stuck or rise up. Now let me ask you something. How many times have you sabotaged yourself before the day even began? Maybe you hit snooze one too many times, or you scrolled through your phone and wasted time feeding your mind with negativity or distractions. Every time you make these choices, you are setting the stage for struggle, not success. You are in fact sabotaging your own potential. But here's the thing. It doesn't have to be perfect. Winning doesn't mean having every little detail figured out. It means having the discipline to do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. Winning starts with making those small, deliberate choices every morning, not trying to be perfect right away. It's about building the right foundation, no matter how messy it might look in the beginning. And here's a powerful truth. Your habits are like roots. They grow deep and determine how high you'll grow. The habits you form every single day are the roots of your success. They might seem small, even insignificant at times, but they are the foundation of everything you build. Choose them wisely, because those habits will determine the strength and direction of your growth. So the next time you wake up, think about those first moments. They are your launch pad. What you do in those moments will decide how high you'll soar today. You don't need an elaborate morning routine to change your life. You don't need an hour of yoga or an army of motivational podcasts to get your mind right. What you need is just 5 minutes. That's right, 5 minutes can be the difference between drifting through your day and taking control of your day. I'm about to introduce you to the 5-minute morning move. It's simple, effective, and most importantly, it works. In just 5 minutes, you can reset your mindset, fuel your energy, and set yourself up for success. This isn't some secret, complex strategy. It's a quick routine that anyone can do, no matter how busy or overwhelmed they might feel, but don't let its simplicity fool you. This 5-minute habit is a game changer. Let me break it down for you. Minute 1, wake up your body and mind. When you wake up, you have a choice. Stay stuck in that sleepy, sluggish state, or shake it off and wake up your body and mind. Take a deep breath, stretch, get your blood moving. Just a few quick motions will awaken you and create energy in your body. Moving your body is a signal to your mind that it's time to get going, to be present, and to be active. You are not a robot, you're a person, and you need to treat yourself like one. Minute 2, affirmations. Speak your success. This is your moment to take control of your thoughts. Speak aloud or think to yourself, what are you going to achieve today? What kind of person are you choosing to be? Affirmations aren't about pretending, they're about shifting your focus from doubt to belief. When you say things like, I am capable, or I am worthy of success, you're telling your mind what to believe. Remember this, your words shape your reality. Speak your success into existence. Minute 3, visualization. See yourself winning. Here's the power of visualization. Close your eyes and imagine your day unfolding in the best possible way. Picture yourself succeeding, handling challenges with ease, and achieving your goals. It might sound simple, but seeing success in your mind prepares you to handle whatever comes your way. When you can vividly picture your desired outcomes, your brain starts looking for ways to make them happen. This isn't just wishful thinking, it's about programming your mind to act with purpose. Minute 4, gratitude. Focus on what's good. Gratitude is a key player in rewiring your brain. In this minute, focus on what's good in your life, no matter how small. Maybe it's the roof over your head, a good cup of coffee, or the opportunity to get up and try again. Gratitude grounds you. It reminds you of what you already have, helping to shift your perspective from scarcity to abundance. When you're thankful, you stop focusing on what you lack and you start seeing what's possible. Minute 5, set your intention for the day. Now that you've energized your body, lifted your mindset, and centered yourself, it's time to set your intention. What's the one thing you want to accomplish today? What do you want to focus on? Your intention should be specific, achievable, and aligned with your bigger goals. Setting this intention gives you direction. Without it, your day can easily slip into chaos, but with it, you're intentional and focused, ready to take on whatever comes your way. The beauty of this 5-minute morning move is that it rewires your brain for success. These 5 minutes aren't just a routine. They're a tool for reprogramming your mindset. They break you free from autopilot and put you in the driver's seat. When you start your day with intention, affirmations, and gratitude, you're giving your brain a new map to follow. It's no longer about reacting to what happens to you, it's about creating the outcomes you want. The secret is in those first 5 minutes. They're not a luxury, they're a necessity. Start your day right and watch how it transforms everything. This is your simple secret weapon. You just have to make the choice to use it. Have you ever stopped to think about the difference between a winner and a whiner? It's not just about success or failure, it's about the mindset that shapes your every move. Winners don't just wait for the world to give them what they want. They create their own path, day by day, decision by decision. Whiners, on the other hand, complain, make excuses, and let the world decide for them. They give up their power and let life control them. Today, I'm going to talk about the choice you have in front of you, the choice between being a winner or a whiner. The difference is real, and it's not as far away as you think. You can shift your mindset, take control, and start winning. Or you can stay stuck in the cycle of complaining, making excuses, and letting life happen to you. The decision is yours. Let's break it down. A winner doesn't see failure as the end. They see it as a lesson. They don't sit around and wait for the perfect moment. They make the moment perfect through action. A winner understands that setbacks are part of the journey. They know that if they want something, they have to work for it and keep going. No matter what, they're in the driver's seat of their life. A whiner, on the other hand, makes excuses. They blame circumstances, other people, or the lack of resources for their struggles. They feel like they're at the mercy of the world, like they have no control. A whiner doesn't see challenges as opportunities. They see them as roadblocks. They wait for someone or something to change, instead of taking action themselves. Which one do you want to be? It's not about what happens to you, it's about how you respond to what happens. The choice is yours. If you want to be a winner, it starts with changing your mindset. Think about your day. Do you wake up and grab the day by the horns, or do you let the day drag you along? Winners dominate their days. They start with intention. They decide what they want to achieve, and they move toward it with purpose. They take charge no matter what life throws at them. Whiners, however, let the day control them. They get up, they go through the motions, and they react to whatever comes their way. They feel overwhelmed by everything they need to do, instead of tackling it head on. Every distraction, every setback takes them off course. They don't drive their life, they let life drive them. Ask yourself this: are you controlling your day, or is your day controlling you? The answer will reveal a lot about your mindset. The truth is, winners make small, powerful choices every single day. They don't wait for the big moments to change their lives. They know that the little things add up. What you choose to do today will determine where you end up tomorrow. Every choice matters. Whether it's getting up early, making that phone call, or pushing through the discomfort when you'd rather quit, each decision creates momentum. Whiners, on the other hand, make the same small choices, but they don't lead them anywhere positive. They procrastinate, they avoid difficult tasks, and they let small obstacles knock them off course. They tell themselves that these small decisions don't matter, but the truth is they add up too, and they lead to failure. Here's the reality: your future is shaped by the choices you make today. If you want to win, you have to take responsibility for those choices. Small actions lead to big results, for better or for worse. Let me ask you this: what kind of garden are you growing in your mind? Is it full of positivity, drive, and growth? Or is it overrun with weeds, doubt, fear, and negativity? Your thoughts are the seeds you plant. If you want to grow a life of success, happiness, and purpose, you need to plant the right seeds. Winners know this. They take care of their mental garden. They choose thoughts that empower them. They focus on growth, on possibility, on overcoming. They pull out the weeds of self-doubt and replace them with thoughts of courage and action. Whiners, however, let their mental garden get overrun. They dwell on the negatives. They let fear, doubt, and resentment grow. They believe that the weeds are permanent, that they can't change their mindset or their circumstances. But here's the thing: you can. You have the power to choose what you focus on. So what are you growing today? This is where the rubber meets the road. Complacency is comfortable, but it comes with consequences. It's easy to sit back and let life pass you by. It's easy to settle for good enough, and tell yourself you're doing fine. But complacency leads to stagnation. It leads to a life that feels unfulfilled, where you're just going through the motions. Winners, however, choose empowerment. They don't choose the easy path. They choose the one that challenges them. They know that growth happens outside of their comfort zone. They take risks, they push through the hard moments, and they come out stronger on the other side. The easy path might feel good in the moment, but it won't get you where you want to go. If you're not growing, you're dying. Every time you choose the easy path, you choose complacency. Every time you push through the hard path, you choose empowerment. Which one will you choose? Finally, it all comes down to how you start your day. If you want to be a winner, you need to take charge of your mornings. Your morning sets the tone for the rest of your day. If you start the day overwhelmed and rushed, you're already behind. But if you wake up with purpose, if you own your morning, you own your life. Winners know this. They start with intention. They take time to set their mind right, to plan their day, and to step into it with power. They don't let the chaos of the world control them. They control their world. Whiners let their mornings slip away. They snooze the alarm, rush through breakfast, and dive into their day without a plan. They react to life instead of creating it. Master your mornings, and you'll master your life. The choice is yours. Will you take control, or let life control you? The mindset you choose today will shape your tomorrow. If you want to be a winner, you have to act like one. Take control of your thoughts, your actions, and your decisions. The path to success starts with a simple choice: winner or whiner. Which one will you be? Have you ever tried to push forward only to feel like something is holding you back? It's as if every step you take is met with resistance. You push harder, but the road seems to get tougher, not easier. Sound familiar? You're not alone. Everyone experiences resistance at some point, whether it's fear, doubt, or simply the weight of the challenges ahead. But here's the truth. Resistance is not a sign that you should stop. It's a signal that you're on the verge of something big. Today, I'm going to show you how to push through resistance, how to break through those barriers that are trying to hold you back. It's not about being perfect or getting everything right on the first try. It's about showing up, taking action, and trusting that every small step moves you closer to your goal. Stay with me, because what you're about to hear is a game changer for anyone ready to push through their limits. First, let's get one thing clear. Resistance is not a sign that you're doing something wrong. It's a natural part of the process. Every time you step outside your comfort zone, you'll feel resistance. It's the mind's way of trying to protect you from failure, from discomfort, from the unknown. But let me tell you something. Resistance is not the end, it's the beginning. It's a sign that you're pushing against your limits, stretching towards something bigger. If you were doing the same thing over and over without resistance, you wouldn't be growing. But the fact that you're feeling it means you're moving in the right direction. It's uncomfortable, yes, but it's necessary. So when you hit resistance, don't back down. Understand it's just part of the journey. It's a test, and every time you push through it, you come out stronger. Many people get stuck because they're waiting for the perfect moment to act. They believe that success comes from getting everything right the first time. But that's a lie. It's not about perfection, it's about consistency. Winners don't wait for perfection. They keep going even when things aren't perfect. They understand that every step forward, no matter how small, is progress. Perfection is an illusion. You'll never have all the answers, and the circumstances will never be just right. But if you show up every day doing your best, that's what moves you closer to your goals. So stop waiting for the perfect moment. Start where you are, with what you have. Just keep moving, and you'll see progress. The key is to be consistent. When you show up every day, you create a habit, and habits lead to success. Here's the thing, success isn't built on one big decision. It's built on thousands of small daily actions. Every little thing you do counts. It's the choices you make, the effort you put in, the discipline you show, that add up over time. It's easy to think that big success requires big moves, but that's not true. Big results are often the sum of countless small actions taken consistently. Think about it. If you do something small every day, whether it's working out, reading, or improving your skills, that small action compounds over time. It might not seem like much in the moment, but it adds up. It's like building a snowball. At first it's tiny, but as it rolls, it gathers more snow, growing bigger and bigger. Those small actions build the momentum you need for success. So don't wait for the big moment. Take small steps. Trust that each one is moving you closer to where you want to go. Let me use an analogy here. Think of resistance like friction. When you rub your hands together, it creates heat and resistance. It feels uncomfortable at first, but once you push through that resistance, things start to flow. You start to feel the warmth, the energy. The same goes for your goals. When you push against resistance, it feels like friction. It's hard, it's uncomfortable. But if you keep going, if you keep moving forward, the flow will come. The momentum will build, the path will clear. It's like pushing a heavy door. At first it's tough, but once it opens, everything flows smoothly. So don't fear resistance. Embrace it. It's the friction that's creating the power. Push through it and watch how things start to move. Here's something to remember. Often, when you feel like giving up, you're right on the edge of your breakthrough. The moment you want to quit is often the moment you're closest to success. Think about a time when you felt like throwing in the towel. Maybe you were tired, frustrated, or overwhelmed. But if you pushed just a little bit further, you would have seen the rewards. The difference between winners and whiners is this: winners push through when they're close to their breakthrough. They keep going even when it feels impossible. They trust that if they just take one more step, they'll reach the other side. You're closer than you think. The next time you feel like quitting, remember this: victory is often just one step away. Push through, break through, you've got this. Resistance is not your enemy, it's the sign that you're on the right track. Keep going, keep pushing. Break through and you'll see what lies on the other side: success, growth, and the life you've been working for. Have you ever had one of those days where everything feels out of control, where you can't seem to find your footing? You wake up late, rush through the morning, and by the time you're at work or starting your day, you're already behind. You feel like the whole day is playing catch-up and it's hard to get ahead. But what if I told you that it doesn't have to be like this? What if I told you that a single 5-minute action right at the start of your day could change everything? That's right, just 5 minutes can set the tone for your entire day, and in turn it can transform your life. The truth is, the way you start your morning determines how the rest of your day unfolds. And the best part, you have the power to control it. Today I'm going to show you how a simple 5-minute move can create a ripple effect that not only impacts your day but ultimately shapes the success you create in your life. Picture this: it's the start of your day. You've just woken up and you're groggy, tired, maybe a little overwhelmed. But what if you could choose to start your day differently? To take one simple action that could set everything else in motion. Here's the secret: your first moments of the day hold incredible power. The way you begin your morning has the ability to set the momentum for everything that follows. That simple action doesn't need to be complicated. It's not about fitting in an hour-long workout or reading a book cover to cover. It's about consistency. When you take even just 5 minutes to focus on something positive, something intentional, you set the tone. It could be stretching, breathing deeply, or simply taking a moment to appreciate where you are in life. What you do in the first few minutes of your day establishes the energy and attitude you carry with you the rest of the day. Remember, momentum doesn't happen all at once. It starts small. It's like pushing a boulder uphill. It feels heavy at first, but once it starts rolling, it gains speed. The same applies to your morning. Just 5 minutes can be the spark that ignites a day of focus, energy, and success. Let me tell you something: how you start your morning isn't just about productivity. It's about energy and confidence. When you take charge of the first few moments of your day, you're giving yourself a gift. You're telling your mind, I am in control, I'm ready to take on the day. This feeling of control doesn't just give you a sense of power, it fuels you with energy. You know what happens when you win the morning? You feel like you've already won something important. It doesn't matter what else happens in your day, starting off on the right foot fills you with an inner confidence that carries you through challenges. Imagine waking up, taking just 5 minutes to focus on your body and mind, and suddenly feeling energized, positive, and ready to conquer the day. You're not waiting for motivation to find you, you're creating it yourself. You're not letting life happen to you, you're taking control. And that feeling is contagious. When you start your day with energy and confidence, it radiates into everything you do. Think about this: your mornings shape your mindset, and your mindset shapes your decisions. When you wake up in a rush, stressed out, and already behind, the decisions you make throughout the day are reactive. You're not thinking clearly, you're just going through the motions. But when you own your morning, even just for 5 minutes, you start your day with intention. You're grounded, clear, and focused. This gives you the mental clarity to make better decisions. You're no longer swayed by distractions or the noise of the day. Instead, you're in control. This ability to take charge of your mornings and direct your energy leads to better choices, whether it's how you approach your work, handle challenges, or interact with others. When you make decisions from a place of calm and clarity, the results are always better. This is where the magic happens. Small habits lead to big results. It's not the big dramatic moments that define your life, it's the small, consistent actions you take every single day. Think about brushing your teeth every morning. It's a small habit, something you do without even thinking about it. But over time, it has a huge impact on your health. The same goes for your morning routine. If you dedicate just 5 minutes each day to something positive, something intentional, you're setting up a powerful habit. And over time, this habit compounds. You're not just making small changes, you're building a foundation for bigger wins. The compound effect is real. What you do consistently over time adds up. A 5-minute habit each day might seem insignificant now, but in the long run, it will transform your entire life. It's the same as saving a little money every month. It doesn't feel like much at first, but years down the road, you'll look back and see how much you've accumulated. Here's the bottom line: long-term success doesn't happen overnight. It's not about one big breakthrough or one major decision. It's about the everyday choices you make, the small actions you take, and the habits you form. And it all starts with the first 5 minutes of your day. If you want to see lasting change in your life, you have to commit to making this 5-minute move every single day. It might seem small now, but trust me, this small shift will ripple out into every area of your life. It will lead to greater productivity, confidence, clarity, and success. So what are you waiting for? The next time your alarm goes off, don't just roll over and hit snooze. Take those 5 minutes. Use them to wake up your body, clear your mind, and set your intention for the day. Make it a habit. Because success isn't built in a day, it's built in 5-minute increments. And those 5 minutes can change everything. Have you ever set a goal only to find yourself giving up after a few days, feeling discouraged when things don't come together as quickly as you thought they would? Maybe you've tried new routines or habits, only to let them slip because the results didn't show up fast enough. I get it, it's frustrating. But here's the truth, success doesn't happen overnight. It's built in the small, consistent actions we take day after day. Today I'm going to share with you the secret that separates those who succeed from those who fall off track, the power of repetition. This isn't about trying harder. It's about trying smarter. If you want to master anything, whether it's a skill, a habit, or a mindset, it's not the big leaps that matter. It's the steady, repeated actions that compound over time. Stay with me, because I'm about to show you how repetition can be the game changer you've been looking for. Let's start with this. Habits are the foundation of success, but not just any habits. Habits that stick. The truth is, anyone can start a new routine, but sticking with it is the real challenge. So how do you build habits that last? It starts with consistency. You don't need to overhaul your life overnight or make drastic changes. In fact, that's a sure way to burn out. The key is to start small, then build up over time. Whether it's waking up earlier, exercising, or practicing gratitude, the more you repeat the action, the more automatic it becomes. This doesn't mean you won't face challenges. You will, but remember, mastery isn't about perfection. It's about showing up even when it's tough. The more consistent you are, the more these habits will become a part of who you are. Here's something important to remember. Success isn't as complicated as we make it out to be. The truth is, success comes naturally through repetition. Think about learning to ride a bike. At first it's hard, you fall off, you get frustrated. But then, after practicing over and over, it becomes second nature. You don't have to think about balancing anymore, you just do it. That's the power of repetition. When you commit to repeating a positive action long enough, it stops feeling like work. It becomes part of your routine, and over time you start seeing results. The key is to be patient. Success is not a straight line, it's the gradual, steady process of doing the right things consistently. Let me be clear, transformation happens through your daily routine. It's easy to get excited about change in the beginning, but the true test comes when things get tough. It's when you feel like skipping your morning workout, or when you're tempted to drop that new habit that you're faced with your biggest opportunity for growth. If you want real transformation, don't skip your routine. There will be days when it feels hard, when you're tired, or when it seems pointless. But let me tell you something, the days you don't feel like doing it are the most important ones. Keep showing up, keep pushing through. Those small, repeated actions will compound, and eventually you'll look back and realize how far you've come. Mastery is a journey. It's not about a single event or breakthrough. It's about showing up every day, doing the work, and making progress, no matter how small. Think of it like building a wall, one brick at a time. It may seem slow at first, but every time you repeat the process, you're adding another brick. Eventually, those small efforts create something solid and lasting. The path to mastery is simple. Start with one thing, then repeat it consistently. Make it a part of your daily routine. Keep doing it, even when it's hard, and over time, you'll see results you never thought possible. This isn't about magic or shortcuts. It's about showing up day after day, building your skills, and letting repetition lead you to success. So let's embrace the power of repetition. Let's master our mornings, master our habits, and master our lives, one day at a time. Have you ever felt like you've been standing still, waiting for life to change, but not sure where to start? Are you looking for a way to break free from the cycle of endless planning and waiting for the perfect moment? Well, that moment is now. Today, I'm going to share with you the most powerful thing you can do to take control of your future. It's simple, practical, and the perfect place to start your morning. The truth is, the way you start your day sets the tone for everything that follows. If you want to change your life, you need to change your mornings. No more waiting, no more excuses. I'm going to show you how to take that first step toward the victory you deserve. This isn't some abstract motivation. This is the real practical advice that will turn your dreams into achievable goals. I'm going to challenge you to make that one shift that will set everything else into motion. So stick with me, because this could be the most important step you take toward lasting change. Listen to me carefully. Success starts tomorrow morning. Right now you're thinking, but I have so much to do, or I don't have time. That's the voice of hesitation talking. That's the same voice that keeps you stuck, that keeps you from moving forward. Let me tell you something. Your day begins the moment you wake up. If you commit to one simple action every morning, that's the beginning of everything changing. You don't need a grand plan. You just need to start. Start with something small, a 5-minute workout, a moment of gratitude, a few minutes to set your intentions. This simple act, when done every day, will change the course of your life. The key is showing up and taking that first step, no matter how small it seems. I want you to realize something: you already have the power to change your life. It's within you, waiting to be unlocked. But the secret to change isn't a big breakthrough. It's the small, consistent actions you take every day. When you commit to your morning, you're committing to yourself. It's that first step that builds the momentum you need to tackle your day and set yourself up for success. Change doesn't require you to be perfect, but it does require you to be consistent. Every small action you take is like a brick in the foundation of your future. The power is in your hands right now to choose what you want your life to look like. So are you ready to make it happen? Every winner, every successful person started somewhere. And for many of them, their journey began with one simple decision: to take control of their mornings. From the moment they wake up, they set their minds on what matters most. They focus on actions that align with their goals. No matter how small, you don't need to have everything figured out to succeed, but you do need to take action. Every winner was once where you are, facing the choice to either stay the same or take that first step, and they chose to start. It's time for you to make that same choice. I know what you're thinking: I'll start tomorrow, or next week, or when things slow down. Let me tell you something: there will never be a perfect moment. There will always be reasons to delay. But if you keep waiting for the perfect time, you'll stay stuck. The perfect moment is now. Don't wait for the stars to align or for everything to fall into place. Take action today. Start small, start now, and let that momentum carry you forward. The longer you wait, the further you get from your goals. But if you start now, you're already one step closer. Let's bring it back to what we've discussed. What is the one thing that has the power to transform your life? 5 minutes. 5 minutes is all it takes to start building a powerful routine that leads to bigger results. It's simple, it's practical, and it's effective. 5 minutes doesn't seem like much, does it? But think about how much can change in just 5 minutes of focus every morning. That's where the transformation begins. The power of consistency will compound, and those 5 minutes will lead to hours, days, and weeks of progress. 5 minutes can change your life if you let it. Your future starts with the choices you make today. When you commit to your morning, you're committing to a future that's different from today. You're laying the foundation for success, one small step at a time. Imagine how different your life could be if you dedicated just 5 minutes every day to your personal growth. The impact will surprise you. You don't have to wait for a new year, a new month, or a new week. Your success starts now. The clock is ticking, and the only moment that matters is this one. So take a deep breath and take that first step toward victory. Your future is waiting, and it all starts with the simple move you make tomorrow morning. Make it count.